To change the current focus concept, double-click on it in the Focus Concept panel and type in the name of a new concept. This will reload the data fields around it with the appropriate information. In black is the focus concept's preferred term. In blue is its semantic type. And in green are the sources which contain it. In red is the concept unique identifier. You can also use the search panel to select a new focus concept. In this case, I searched for all concepts beginning with pneumonia. You can also search for concepts which have pneumonia anywhere in them by selecting the radio button here. This will bring up terms such as other bacterial pneumonia, which contains the word pneumonia but does not start with it. The third button is used for an exact search. The fourth button allows you to use the NAT expression search, which is similar to regular expressions and allows you to do a more advanced search. If you hover over it, a tooltip appears describing how to use it. For example, you can use wildcard characters in the search string. To bring one of the resulting concepts over to the Focus Concept panel, you need to double-click on it and it will automatically move. You can also use the back and forward buttons to browse through your history of previously selected concepts. Up here, you can see the history of concepts you viewed. You can also enable a recovery feature, save your current history, or load a previously saved history. You can also use previous and next to the same effect as the forward and back buttons in the Focus Concept panel. Here in the Display Options panel, you can change the configuration of the NAT. The Display Concept Definition option toggles whether the definition panel displayed on the bottom here will be shown. Display Concept Sources determines whether the sources for each concept in green text will be shown and whether they will be displayed in abbreviated or full form. The Display Concept Unique Identifiers box allows you to remove the red Concept Unique Identifiers shown by default. Display Concept Semantic Types allows you to toggle whether the semantic type for each concept shown in blue text will be displayed. Display Self-Loops allows you to toggle whether or not self-loops are displayed in the Parents and Children panels. For example, if I search for fever, show grandparents, and do a filter for fever, you can see that several self-loops are displayed. Here, fever is listed as both a grandparent and a parent. If I uncheck the Display Self-Loops box, though, it removes those loops within the Parents panel. Note, however, that the longer loop of fever as a grandparent of the focus concept fever is left there. The Show Unselected Sources warning option will alert you if you try to bring up a concept which is not in the list of selected sources but is included in one which you currently have unselected. The Tooltips option allows you to toggle whether tooltips are shown when you hover over a concept. It also determines whether the tooltip will display information about the concept or the semantic type. You can also click on the Semantic Network tab to bring up the UMLS Semantic Network in indented format with this button. Alternatively, you can view the UMLS Semantic Network as a diagram. You can also hover over a concept and Alt-left-click on it to bring up the Semantic Network diagram centered at the location of the semantic type of this specific concept. Over here, you can select which UMLS terminologies you want to use. To remove one from use, simply uncheck the box next to it. This allows you to view subsets of the UMLS. Over here, you can select the version of the UMLS to use, or a SNOMED version. We right now have 8 versions stored since 2006. You can also print a screen dump from this button. Over here, you can view a list of contributors, and finally, you can get to help documentation here.